All right, good morning, everyone. Okay, we are late because we've been waiting for our guests, but they didn't arrive, so we will start anyway. So thank you for coming, all of you, all the prep class students. I'm glad to see you, and all the Lebawi students and the Lebawi family, and Lebawi students, friends, and families. Welcome to our Coding for Girls 2018 final pitch presentation. Thank you, our judges, Muse, who just got selected from the graduating class of Hashtag Jano. They already graduated. And Miss Masrasha, aka Mash, our guidance counselor. Eftisam Jamal, our class of Yabu graduating class. As you know, I am Zefa Tamam. I'm the Programs and Activities Coordinator here at Lebawi and the Program Coordinator for the Coding Camp. And I'll be your host throughout the program. We will stay up to 11:30 because we started late. By the way, we are live on Facebook and also on YouTube, the Lebawi Academy channel on YouTube and the Lebawi Academy Students page on Facebook. All right, so let me tell you first about the outline for the day. So we'll have 5 groups presenting here. So 3 groups will present first, and then we'll take a short break, and we'll get back here, and 2 other groups will present, and then we'll have an exhibition kind of setting all around here. So all the projects will be showcased there, and then we'll have a recognition time, then we'll be done. Then me and all the participants will have a reflection session alone. So just to start, this coding camp was, the idea came from our board members, Miss Mama Ellen. Mama Ellen, some of you know Mama Ellen, some of you heard about her. So Ellen Tosik, she is the executive director of the board. And another board member called Jim also helped us in preparing the proposal. And then Gash Ezra and myself, we put all the proposals together and we came up with a plan and a lesson plan and all the details for the coding camp. So for the purpose of being clear, and for so many reasons, we might mix up the language. So will, I would like to excuse for that. We'll use some Amharic and some English. Maybe the presenters might do that. I may do that as well. All right. Okay, one of our supporters, MMRTI, are here at Wasaye. Thank you for coming. So mainly today's event is just a pitch presentation of the girls project, the project they have been doing for 2 or more weeks. The program was conducted in 6 weeks. At first, they were introduced to programming concepts and problem solving and algorithm by Samira Jamal and myself. And also they did an hour of code, which is Minecraft. You should all check it out. It's free. And then they were introduced to HTML codes. So HTML tags by Nathaniel Mesfin, following by Christian's CSS courses, and then Becca's PHP. Then we moved to Marketer's App Inventor and how to build prototype. And then we did a design thinking session. So the students also build business model canvas, and they go through empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing a product which brings a solution to a problem that exists in their community. So mainly that's what we did, but by the end, Gubala prepared these students for their pitch presentation, which you are about to witness. So we are going to witness what they've done throughout all this program, but we are not comparing the girls or their projects, but the judges will. And we'll identify, they will choose the top 3, just to know which ones are outstanding from the others. So it's not for the purpose of comparing your the projects or selling the one and dumping the other. Okay, so we will start with the first presenters, Siam and Inas. Please give them a
my name is Siam Bashir and my partner Inas Abishakur. Today we are here to introduce for you our app personality advisor. So the process, then we make this up by this process. First, we identify the public. We identifying the public. We have included something, defining the something, and in making the app, first we learn how to make the app, research and program, finally we test it. The tools we have used to make the app is App Inventor to make the basics of the app. In App Inventor, we included Emulator to test whether the app is working or not. Use that to display on your computer screen, and Google one of the browser, and ways used to search and get important information like picture. So, what do you think it is? Personal saving advisor. Who can guys? Anyone? Okay. One for you.
Okay, my name is This personal savings advisor is an app which works to help people control their saving and finance. The advantage of this app is to make financial plans and to make the saving process easier to users and to avoid the process involved is going to end from banks to in persons and a better alternative of as compared to bank books. For the future, we want to make the customers buy our app or buy online and make another website for which we do not switch the application and make the app more large.
Do you have any questions?
I'm slightly confused. How are you going to use this? Can you tell us about the how, or are you just going to tell us what it is? And that's it. Oh, as in, so this is a personal saving advisor. How are you going to use it? Like how, are you not going to talk about the how? You're just going to tell us what it is that it? Okay, I just want to clarify that because I'm confused as to what. Yeah. So what made you think about this application then?
It is used in having our income and it's calculated it, our income and tell us how much we are receiving.
Why did you come up with this idea in the first place?
Because our family was on their personal income and we provide this app. Have any questions?
Bonnie, is that the hand?
Thank you.
Okay, by the way, it's 15 minutes that each presenters have. So after the 15 minutes, they can be asked questions from the crowd or the judges. So just to clarify that, our next presenters are Al and Fikr. Al and Ruth.
Today we're gonna tell you what we have done in the past 2 weeks, and our project name is RUCA, and I'm going to tell you what is RUCA, what is its purpose, and what is its use. And when we say what is RUCA, RUCA it's a website which exposes and gives exposure to the Ethiopian heritage by overviewing museums, galleries, and exhibitions. For example, for museums and galleries, it tells us where to find them and when they are open. And the purpose of this website is to promote museums, galleries, and exhibitions, and to give more attention to the archaeology, arts, and culture, and to increase the availability of these organizations in public marketing. And the use of this website is it attracts the young to know more about their culture, and it increases the awareness of one's origin, arts, identity, and history, and it promotes Ethiopian arts internationally.
Thank you for introducing. So my name is Rukman Nasser. Now I'll be presenting how to use this app. So what resources did we use, and what procedures did we use at the same time? So how did we make this website? Is by using different softwares, coding softwares that enables us to design and give structure to it, and by using different procedures. So there are specific procedures to make this app. So what resources did we use to make this website? Unfortunately, we didn't go to the museums or galleries, but we collected information by briefing it in different information like TripAdvisor, Study.com, Lonely Planets, and Google Map. We summarized these websites and actually made them in a short, brief way where customers can use this information easily. And to give structure and design, we use hypertext markup language and CSS. So as you see here, these are the following procedures. So you empathize. Empathize means that we find a problem, just as Saifan said. We actually found a problem, and in this step, we actually think what do our customers or clients think about this problem? What do they feel towards it? After we identify that, we define the problem. So if you define the problem of the community, it means basically you solved it anyway. So if you know what your problem accurately, you can solve your problem. Then we ideate. So we find solutions by making different kind of solutions, by jotting down, brainstorming. Then we do a business model. So a business model is that we think about the budget. So if this business existed, who are our clients? What makes us special? So a business model actually holds these features. Then there's prototype. So prototype is we actually graphically imagine our website. So we actually draw it, or we actually draw it on a paper, and we think if the design of it. So is it user friendly? Is it attractive? So the prototype actually holds this. Then after we put the prototype in practice, we actually do a test. So in the test, we identify if it's user friendly, if it's attractive, and if it's clear and simple. This is the final. So conclusion, what did we learn from this project? So me and my partner learned that we can learn more about computers. We can learn more about the coding sector. We realized that we can develop more from coding. There's much more to it, so we can grow from our coding camp, the girls' coding camp, and we can update ourselves with computer science. So what's the future of this website? So me and my partner actually thought if we were able to learn more and develop our websites, we're able to add more design features, make it more advanced and more beautiful than other fancy websites, and to give more information about undiscovered museums, So recently, as I told you, we didn't go to museums, we went to the common museums by giving briefing them, but we actually wanted to see museums that are not really realized, so and even galleries, and we wanted to put more structure in our website. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you the same question that was asked before. You just mentioned about any kind of problem, but you can actually tell us more about the problem. What since you guys identified and okay.
The problem is that in Ethiopia, usually like a lot of people don't actually recognize museums. No one says that takes their child out to take them to a museum. They're not recognized. Even in the 1990s, Ethiopian art barely existed. So we're actually trying to recognize these museums and these galleries to support our culture and to keep it because art is our identity. Any questions?
How would your product differentiate from, for example, I'm a tourist, I'm coming to this country, I can just Google museum in Ethiopia, and I don't find that information. What would be the benefit of you actually having this website? If I can just use Google to get this similar information.
So we are actually on the future of our websites, if we're able to actually put the website online. So we will actually put discount paintings and discount visits for, we will actually show the prices, but we're not, the ticket won't be bought on our website, but we will show tell the location. We'll give you a guide. At the same time, we'll meet other museums. There are a lot of museums that are not recognized in Ethiopia. At the same time, we'll have that by briefing first.
Any other question from the audience? Yes, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Grace, and I really like your idea. So my question is, you mentioned something about it's green business. So the museums and galleries, we refine them, and what is supposed to be there.
Yes.
So how is that supposed to do?
So as we said in the business model, unfortunately you couldn't see because it is the IT lab. So we actually make a budget. So we imagine if this business is real, who will we hire? How many programmers will we hire? Partners. So we basically imagine everything. We calculate almost everything by thinking how our budget, think how much money, sponsors. If we do this, how we could get sponsors. So that's how we actually get. Any questions?
My name is Murtala, and I want to ask what's the name of the website?
It's group income.
I also really like the idea to use Kubara, but why did you decide to do this? Why not any other problems? I mean, how does this relate to you? What did you personally learn from it as an individual?
For example, ማለት ነው እኔ አሁን ብዙ ሙዚየሞች ማላውቃቸዋለሁ ግን አሁን ይህንን ፕሮጀክት ስሰራ በጣም ብዙ ሙዚየሞች ሰርች ሳደርግ ምናምን ነገር ለራሴ ራሱ ጠቅሞኛል ማለት ምን እንዳለ እዛ ውስጥ ምናምን ነገር ማለት ነው ለራሴ ራሱ እንኳን
Let me answer that. So, what we actually want to make is the tradition to go to museums and see galleries. Because to tell the truth, in the Ethiopian history, we didn't actually have time to even see art. Well, even the Nazis even had time to steal art from other European countries. So, art is actually our identity. So, we want to value art and our history. So, by showing these museums and galleries briefly, because no one actually wants so many information about it. I mean, it's great, but like brief things. What is special about the museum? We represent it in our website.
Okay, thank you. third presentation. Let me give you a little background about our history with technology. So when the school started, technology was one of the core curriculums, but we didn't have enough infrastructure, facilities, and the expertise. But we started it anyways. So, and then the first thing we did was a collaboration with a company called Africa Code Week. It is an event actually. So it's organized by companies such as SAP and Camara. And then we co-organized coding leadership events with UCode Girls. It is a company based in the US that focuses on computer science for girls. And then we actively promote ICT and the implementation of computer science in schools. So our techno team members, this is the student startup organization. So they give training in one of our feeder schools, which is called Now Primary School. Also provides computer literacy coding training called SOS. The introduction of coding and programming through Hour of Code has been conducted since 2015. The other one is what we did this year, the Girls Make Up local competition and Technovation Challenge, which is the global one. So 5 of our currently senior students participated in that as well. And we also have a school policy and student and entrepreneurship in technology, which has helped 2 startups and even other initiatives. Our alumni are currently working on a project that they are dealing with the Ministry of Science and Technology. It's a huge project. It's a huge business opportunity for them, for the school, and even for the country. So the last but not the least is what's going on currently. It's an agreement made with a company called Yasmi. Yasmi is a technology company that focuses on education and technology and through its satellite and other resources. So with this in mind, let's just move on to the third presenters. Fikr and Barakat. Fikr and Barakat. You can't just shoot I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not their fault. It's the lab assistants, Mahi and Inas.
Good morning, judges and audiences. My name is Maris Salamo, and I'm here with my partner. And we are here because we had a problem, and we solved that problem by creating an app called Ima Care. So I hope that you like our topic. First of all, what is our problem? Our problem is lack of preventing and treating diseases. If somebody do not know how to treat or prevent disease, he may die or he may get sick. So it has a side effect on his family or in his community and in the community. So what is Imacare? Imacare is an app created to solve lack of treatment and prevention of disease, as I said. If somebody use Imacare, they will know how to treat their disease or how to prevent it from happening. So it enables people to get deep knowledge about diseases.
My name is Imran Shukun. Why is it crazy? It's crazy to give information about this for a person who doesn't have any idea about those diseases, and to minimize people that have no idea about those diseases, and to reduce mortality rate, because nowadays mortality rate is in a high rate. Who are our customers? Our customers are a person who wants to be a medical doctor, and also a person who wants to treat his disease by bringing our information in Imacare.
Why would they buy our customers? Why would they buy our app? Because we listed some disease which they could treat themselves, so they could prevent it from happening and treat it. Like if they are infected, they will know how to treat it very well. So how are we going to keep our customers? How are we gonna make them happy? We're gonna provide many diseases with their treatments and prevention, so they could see that treatment, and as I said before, like treat it and prevent it from happening.
In the future, we will develop our app that will bring many disease with their prevention and treatment, and making our app have different language because help us to reach in many places in this country. So the next one is
Everybody's
Do you think just providing the information will reduce
no, but
mortality?
No, but it will try to make it. They don't know how to treat it or they don't know how to prevent it. So like our app will show them like in so so they will try.
Why do you think people want to? Why do you think you like? How sure are you that your app is gonna? Why do people want to use your application?
Directly አላውቅም እኔ እንደሚመስለኝ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ አፍሪካ ውስጥ ብዙ በሽቶች አሉ ብዙ ዲዞች እየተጠቁ ነው ሶ ላይክ ኢፍ ዊ ላይክ ይሄኛው ነገር በእኛ ይሄ ነገር ካቀረፍ ነው ሀገራችን ላይክ የሚሞቱ ሰዎች ከቀነሰ ልታድስ ይችላል ሶ አር አፕ ላይክ ሊጠቀም ይችላል
ከምሳሌ ልክ አለ ጉግል በተደረገበት ጊዜ ቀደም ስለዚህ ያ መጠቀም ምንድን ነው አድቫንቴጅ ደግሞ ከሳምራችሁ ዶክተርና ፔሽንቶች ናቸው ሰው ሁለቱም ኮሚቴ ማድረግ ነገር አሰማቸው አለባችሁ እንደምትሰሩበት ጊዜ
Yeah, because I was also thinking one of the things for the future as a advice, you could add like where the hospitals are, because I think a lot of people don't know, they don't have the GPS access to where the hospitals can be. So in a situation where you cannot prevent or treat a disease where you actually need a professional, then you would have to, you could put in like locations of hospitals nearby. And another thing, just one more question is, in terms of being, if this was a real app and this was a real business, you'd be liable for people's You know, if a person says, okay, I did this treatment that I found in this application, you could get sued if they like end up dying. How would you like deal with that liability? That is a serious liability issue.
Yeah. And for me, for us, we will gather information. We'll ask professionals. So like, if we will just like explain we said, oh, we're getting a 100% sure scenario. Like in production, don't say the gather ሰዎች ማሳየት አለባቸው።
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. ጥያቄ like potentially the access for selling like who wants to buy it in
Yes.
so like app for selling ይሸጣል
Yeah, sure. እኛ ለማለት የፈለግነው አፕ ዩዘሮች ማለት ነው።
like pay out information so እዛ ጋር ያላችሁ አፕ
why would ይሄን ለማለት የፈለግነው ለምን ይጠቀሙታል? That's why. Why would they buy?
እንደ ሰጀሽን ነው ከሌላችሁ ወይ ደግሞ እንደሌላችሁ so like አዲ like እንደዚህ አይነት ኢንቨንሽን ላይ የሚያስፈልገው ነገር ካለ ሜንስ ኮሚኒኬሽን ሚዲየም so like ዶክተሮች ከፔሽንቶች ጋር የሚያናግሩ so እንደዚህ አይነት ነገር አዳም
It's just asking. One of the judges asked about something. Okay. Read. Again.
My name is Lee, and I want to ask you a question. What about that they can't get this access? Do you think about that? Access to what information is
Yeah, they አፑን like በብዙ ቦታዎች ልናሰራጨው እንፈልጋለን። ለምንጭ እንደዛ ፕሮጀክቶችን ለንጉስ የሚጨምርበት ሁሉ ቦታ ሊደረስ ነው። አሁን ለምሳሌ አማርኛ አለ ሌላ ቋንቋ የሚጨምርበት እና ወደዛ አካባቢ ልንወስዱ አስበናል።
Just following that, because your target population is, I would suppose, rural Africa, right? Because that's where there's a lot of high mortality rates in rural Africa, where people not only don't have smartphones where they can have apps, they don't have that access to that. They don't have. There's basic necessities are missing. So how would you technically, like, imagine this is an actual business. How would it actually reach to that population that you're hoping that it's going to get there to? Because an application would require a smartphone. Right? Just a thought, if you haven't thought about it, just think about it.
So you don't have to answer that.
Yeah.
Okay, Nazi. We can't hear you.
ፕሮፌሽናል ሰዎች የራሳቸው ያሰራቸው በጊዜ ሪስፔክቲቭ የሆነ ሰው ራሱ ተፋል ይችላል። ፕሮፌሽናል ሰዎች መረጃ ላይ አንድ ሰው ሲታመን ፊዚካል ቢቸሰን ያለው ኢሞሽናል አለ ኢሞሽናል ፕላስ ፊዚካል ነው። ስለዚህ ኢንጀክቲቭ የሆነ ሰው ለምሳሌ በልጅ የናንተ ላይ የራሱን ሳይት መስጠት ይችላል ወይ ኢሞሽናል ለዝነዚያ ዲዱ ይችላል ወይ ያለው ወይስ
ጥያቄ ላይ ኮመንት መስጠት ይችላል። መስጠት ይችላል። ኮመንት የራሱን ፊሊንግ ለመግለጽ ከሆነ ያስ ኮመንት መጻፍ ይችላል። ኢሜል አካውንታችን ይችላል።
የራሱን ሀሳብ
እኮ የራሱን ሀሳብ ለኛ እንዲደርስ
የራሱ ሀሳብ ለሌሎች ሰዎች እኔ እንዴት ነበር ስለዚህ ናምሮ መጠቃሰው የራሱ ላይ ለመናገር እንዴት ነው ማለት ነው ካረገስ Like reliability doesn't innovation like
Who's gonna ask?
ሌላ ተጨማሪ ጥያቄ ነው? ኦኬ ቴንክ ዩ All right, now we will take a 5 minutes break and then we will get back exactly at, oh, okay. Oh my God, sorry. The break should be 15 minutes. 15 minutes break. So it's 10:05 now. ስለዚህ 4:20 on the dot እዚህ ተመልሰን እንጀምራለን።
It's making me